That's crispy.
Yeah. Back again. Hey, and come on in. Please hold your applause, because we making moves.
And thanking God.
Yes, sir. I understand, because once again, it's the show that came to be by the man you came to see. I want to welcome you to the home of the organically fabricated, specifically unspecified, culturally uncultured, unradio podcast of No, I'm Right. With your two intellectually uneducated, entertainingly unentertained hosts, Mr. L.A. Russ Dallas himself, yours truly, the main attraction. And I'm always flanked by my main man, Nathan, the Impossible Kid Prize. A.K.A. Avis Dad. What it is, man?
It's good, brother. It's good. But flanked is a good word. I like that. Listen to you. Up in the repertoire.
Hey,
I like
I'm just trying to do what I do, man.
I don't know if entertainingly. Is that a word?
Entertainingly
Entertainingly unattained?
Yeah.
Unattained?
Unentertained.
Unentertained. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I mean, just making sure.
Say, while we at it, we want to apathetically implore you to tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central to the absolute best way at wasting your time that you can't get back. And remember, I'm always right.
No, I'm right.
Okay, well, let's kick it into the
Either
show.
way.
Let's kick it into the show.
Listen.
Let me get comfortable now.
How's it going, brother?
Hey, man, doing well, doing well.
You came off a holiday weekend.
No, sir. I didn't come off holiday nothing.
You did not?
All we did was jumpstart it.
Right, jumpstart the holiday.
It's September.
Is it? Well, yeah,
It is
September
September.
2nd, the first Monday in September.
It is September.
Which means Labor Day.
It is September.
We all celebrated.
You know what September means?
Labor Day.
September. Do you know what it? I know all my lovely fans know what it means. September is the holiday month because it is the special day that Miss Yvonne Givens Stockland
Listen to it.
went ahead and made lay with Leonard B. Anderson, the Junior, and came across God's favorite son. Second favorite, I give it to Jesus.
Right.
Second favorite son,
Give him to it.
Mr. L.A. himself. Thank you all. Thank you.
So
Thank you all.
your father
Thank
is.
you all, Nathan. Just
I'm sorry.
Thank
We
you
wait for the
so
applause.
hey, man.
Right.
You all day one.
There is no
Day
one over there. There's no one over
Day one over there, man.
No one.
Hey, I think a little emotional because my
Right.
people just love y'all too, man.
So that's
Thank you
interesting.
much.
You're a third. You're a third.
Yeah.
So You were Barnard and Bartholomew the third.
Yeah, God made, one, the grandfather,
Right.
R.I.P.
Recipe.
Are you going to carry the tradition?
And then who's talking?
No, that was the person you pointed to.
They trying to get on. Hey, we're doing the show.
Right, live.
Doing the show. You
Live
kids
in Technicolor. Right.
So, but yeah, that's my grandfather didn't make my dad. You know what I'm saying? And he was old chipper.
Yeah.
And then hey. The third time is always the charm.
Well,
Cause I is that charm.
Oh, you is that charm?
Indeed, I'm that charm.
You is B?
I is B.
You is B. Is B.
Is
Right.
B is me.
Right.
Yeah.
So how old are we well, will we be on the 17th? 14th? Ha-ha! Yeah.
That's the one.
Right.
That's the
14th, we will be
about 30-ish.
30-ish?
Yeah.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't think the fans want to really just be when they hear how old I am, because
with age comes wisdom.
Yeah, but they look at me and they're like, "There's no way that dude got to be older
He's
than
not that wise.
27,
Right.
26." You know,
Yeah, perpetually.
they just like, "Wow, this guy here looks fantastic."
Who says that?
All of them,
All.
every one of them,
All four.
all 400,000.
100,000
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
We should be getting a check cut. If we
I don't know about we. I don't know about we, baby. But the money in the bank, shout it what you think.
Right, listen. I'm
You know
still
what we
waiting on the
drink.
check. Right. From the tumbler that you can get if you go to No I'm Right 100 at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. It is able to be purchased along with your No I'm Right fitted.
Right, absolutely.
Which you also requested No I'm Right 100 at gmail.com. And you know what? Since it's the birthday month and it is the month of giving.
Okay.
And the month of living, if you me.
Right.
I am going to graciously give away a No I'm Right t-shirt.
Listen, look at this guy. You are such a generous person.
I'm just saying. And you know what?
Almost magnanimous.
Let me capitalize that one with this.
With what? Tell them again.
Every show in September, I'm giving one away. Each show this month,
right?
I'm giving away a shirt.
So that's coming out of your cut.
Cut, sir.
Of the shirt.
The shirts were made for me as a gift from the finest designer.
So I don't remember. I remember the part where I paid for some of the shirts.
That's for your stuff. I mean,
for myself. Okay, so your stuff. So you're giving away your portion, your shirts.
The designer thing made for me.
Right. The designer.
My Public.
Facts.
And Publix. This will only be available to those who call in on the show to jump in on the topic that we're discussing. Only.
Wait.
Yeah, they have to call.
When do we start receiving calls?
Oh, we can get calls. They just don't call.
Have we ever given out the number?
Yeah, we gave the number out, but you know what? My people get so mystified when they just see me on camera. They get shell-shocked.
They just like,
don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Right.
You will dial this number. You will dial 203 802 KMWI,
which is
for the people who like Nathan who don't know how to use the numeric system on the phone. That would be 5694. So again, 203-802-5694. Dial it now. First caller in gets on the air, gets a Know I'm Right t-shirt.
This
compliments of your boy.
Right.
From the guy.
That's from his cut.
The man.
Right. Yeah. The myth, the legend.
The one.
Mr.
LA runs Dallas.
Barnard.
That's what he is.
Right. Right.
So, on to what happened now. What happened now, Nathan? What happened now? You know what happened now?
Well,
the poppin' show that's going on right now.
Yeah.
That I'm hearing on all the streaming networks is something called Righteous Gemstones. Have you heard of that? You're a nerd. You watch lots of TV.
But I'm not
socially inept and all that.
I'm not a geological nerd.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
This ain't the stage at all.
Let me go ahead and answer this. How we going? Let me see.
Do you know what button to push?
Welcome to Know I'm Right. You on the air, caller?
What up? This is Boy LaQuise.
This is who?
Say a little louder, please.
This is Boy LaQuise.
Oh, hello there. Hello. Welcome to the Know I'm Right show.
Wait, one of the who? Queefs? Queefs?
Are you calling my guest the queef?
I thought she said one of the queefs. Hello, what? One of the queefs?
You don't call her a queef.
I'm calling her what she said she. Jacquees.
No, that's a singer. That's an R&B singer.
Okay. Hello, how are you? LaQuisa.
And got bars. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. You are the first recipient of the Know I'm Right t-shirt. What do you have to say? You're on the air. It's all yours for about 10 seconds. Go.
Appreciate you. Hey, my girl for real. I like that show. I watch that show. So hey, I'm just speaking out to say, appreciate y'all every show.
All right, such intelligent father for a great fan. We will need you to send an email to knowimright100@gmail.com. Send us your information, the shipping information, and we will get your shirt out to you.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get that.
knowimright100@gmail.com. Thank you, caller, for calling in. There we go. That's it.
Princess Queef is getting a shirt.
Getting a shirt.
She can sing.
Can't sing.
Well, sing-ish. She put.
Yeah, I mean, she put it together.
Yeah, she put
something together.
Well, I don't know about the IQ level though. I'm sure.
What do you mean?
Right?
You don't talk about the fans.
Not disparaging about the fans on the air. She called in and was like, "Yeah, I'm a no."
But you don't do that on the air.
So what I found out based off that phone call is that the majority of our fan base is usually high when they watch or listen to us, because she was definitely,
sir.
She was definitely high. LaQuisha.
Sir.
I heard LaQuisha.
What happened now, Nathan, as I was saying, the Righteous Gemstones show, and also want to do a recap real quickly.
I'm sorry, sir.
What did you stop me for?
Because they told me that was a guy.
Who is they? There's nobody here yet.
The studio audience told me that was a guy, and I was totally unaware.
We are going to continue with the recap of the chicken sandwich story.
My bad, bro.
Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes. It's still somehow relevant.
We have unisex shirts, though, so I guess it wouldn't matter.
In the days and times of how quick social media turns things over, we're still going on about this doggone sandwich.
Right.
So much so that your brethren...
My brethren?
Nah, you know what? I can't say that because they pro-black and they ain't
pro-black.
So...
I'm no black.
No black.
No
so,
black. Yeah.
In Houston... There was a violent altercation concerning being sold out of the chicken. It was violent enough to where arms was bared, sir.
He bared arms?
They bared arms.
Right.
And they came, the whole point was told, yo, there ain't no chicken sandwich here. You're going to have to go elsewhere for your yummy needs, homie.
Right.
He got mad.
As such, you would.
Parked the car.
Oh, he went outside.
Told his kiddo.
Right.
Hey. Hold down my 6. I got this.
What?
Took his gat to the door, and then the employee had to come lock the door real quick. He's about to go up in there and shoot the folks over a sandwich, over a chicken fried sandwich.
I guess it'd be apropos to say that he was going to shoot them over the fact that they didn't have sandwiches. So the lack of sandwich caused gunplay.
So I don't understand why this same dude didn't fight this hard when his baby mama said you can't see Tyrell no more.
What?
But he was so adamant.
Where are we going?
On running up in Popeyes because they ain't had no chicken sandwich. You ain't that adamant on paying that child support, is you, Larrell? But you sure want to have your son more than just weekend.
Oh, just Larrell and Tyrell.
Right.
Larrell, Tyrell.
And you want to call on his hand over chicken sandwich.
So did he rob them? Or did he just say no chicken?
No chicken.
Bullets.
Bullets equals bullets.
Equals bullets.
And it was going to take up the play. It was going to tear it up.
Did he get arrested?
I don't know what happened to that man.
Wow.
All I know is that we are praying for Houston.
Good point. Not for everybody. Just to do this.
We are praying for Houston being out of these Popeye sandwiches because they is in trouble. First the floods,
right?
Then the hurricane,
right?
And now the N-word ain't getting the Popeye sandwich. Right. Houston's in trouble, man. Houston, we have a problem.
Right.
Okay, we got a big problem.
That was beneath you. That one right there was beneath. Normally I'm with you, my G. But that one right there was beneath you. Yeah. If you say it twice, it doesn't make it better. So stop it. Don't do it again.
Speaking of gunplay,
right?
Walmart is ending the sale of certain ammunition at their stores. I mean, so all them little, short barrel firearms that you holster with you and your hunting buddies and going on out to the lake and all that.
I don't hunt.
They're not going to be able to go to Walmart for their hunting needs anymore, Nathan.
Right.
What you feel about that?
Well, I would think that people who use, ammunitions, who hunt, as you say, munitions would probably be better to say.
Neither.
Can find a plug for the bullets.
They ran off on the plug twice,
well, they shot off on the plug twice, whichever one, but still, either way. No, I don't think you have trouble finding Walmart. There's Bass Pro Shop. There's Academy, Sports and Outdoors. They all have that.
I know that song.
Yeah. The right stuff. I love that place.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing.
Right. Yeah, you can find bullets anywhere. Listen, there's pawn shops, they sell bullets. I think there's gun shows every weekend.
So you're not outraged by Walmart, not getting your gun, not getting rollback on your ammunition. You're not bothered by that at all.
I don't shop at Walmart. I have a moral.
One of those.
Right. Yeah, I am one of those people that does not shop at Walmart for a couple of reasons. I don't have to get into them right here. There are a couple of things that I have issue with Walmart. More political than anything. But no, I don't get my juices and berries and fruits and tires and batteries and
all in the same place.
Right.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Not interested.
Right. No. Wally World is not for me. Sam's, no. Costco. I like Costco.
You like Costco?
I do like Costco.
What's the difference?
Right.
They both, Sam's and Costco, both got to have membership cards.
One is owned by Sam Walton.
Oh, so you don't like Sam?
I don't like Walmart in and of itself and their business practices.
So what this is safe to say, and You's a hater, bro.
Yeah.
It's only 15 minutes in the show and I had to hit you off with that.
I'm a hater.
You's a hater, bro.
Absolutely.
You ain't on Walmart for it. It done bought many low-cost items and appliances and all that to people for years and years.
Right. Well, that's speaking from the end user point of view. I'm speaking from the vendor point of view. Their business practices with their vendors are a little unsavory. And how
all the vending you do is in a machine.
Right. Sure. Okay. Call it that if you want to. It's all
anyway,
good.
Last thing, which you also know nothing about.
Right.
Zeke Elliott, Ezekiel, if you will.
Ezekiel.
Has
that Ezekiel bread. I like that stuff, man. It's really good.
Bread.
7 grains bread. That's good stuff.
Delicious. Spouts. So,
well, I'm out, bro.
I know you are out.
I'm a head out.
Okay, SpongeBob. I'm a head out. Looking boy. Right. So, Zeke is his 41-day camp holdout. He done with it. You know why? Because Jerry Jones said, "All right, Zeke. Okay. How's $50 million sound over the next 8 years?"
That is an outstanding white guy.
So the contract extension was a guaranteed 50, but he can make up to 90 by extending 6 more years, making his total 8 years left with them boys $113 million.
So it's $50 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
But I thought it was 6 year, $90 million.
6 years extension
on top of the 5 year.
He has 2 left.
Right. Oh, and
so he was already in contract.
Right, he was already in contract.
You know what? I got to give it to a brother.
Right.
That's already in a contract.
Right.
And he holds out and said, "I want more years and more money." And I ain't even took care of the first part yet.
As an aside, let me say that, since I'm in contract now, I would like to renegotiate the terms of our agreement.
You can be franchise, Wade, practice squad,
right,
Home Depot, whatever you want to do, bro.
You keep trying to pay me in hats and tumblers, and it's just not.
I guarantee you.
I call it TXU, and I'm like, "Hey, can I give you this tumbler?" And they're like, "No."
A Jerry Jones deal.
Right.
You will not get.
Well, I'm talking about a Leonard Bartholomew deal. I'm just trying to.
That's the same thing. Right. I ain't got Jerry. I'm close, but I ain't Jerry yet.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to a dude that's able to do that, man. $50 million guaranteed money. But you know what? They front loaded it though. That was kind of smart.
What happened?
They front loaded. They put it on the front. So therefore, the last 2 years he got left. In the first 2 years of the new deal, he getting all that $50 million in.
Right.
So guess what? Everything after that, you have to earn that, player.
I thought there weren't guaranteed contracts in football.
There's guaranteed money. They're the only sports franchise that actually use the terms guaranteed money. Because everything you get in the NBA is guaranteed.
Right.
Everything you get in MLB, in hockey, all of it, everywhere. The only people that's not practicing guaranteed money is the NFL.
Right.
But the collective bargaining agreement is coming up. Time to renegotiate.
Yeah, with the CBA, right? Well, tell me about Dak. Wasn't he one looking for a deal first? Did he get his deal closed? I mean, he doesn't get in depth.
Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott are still not extended yet.
Right.
And the real deal about that is a quarterback doesn't hold out. Why?
Well,
you're the quarterback.
Right.
You don't have another running back. Ezekiel Elliott was getting talked about being replaced by Tony Pollard.
Right.
That's you don't have quarterbacks like that.
Right.
How many quarterbacks come out of the draft and how many actually mean something? Dude, like maybe 3 out of all 30 of them that are drafted.
Okay.
Maybe one may be real good. The rest of them is like, no, not happening. Vince Young.
Shout out to Ryan Leaf.
Indeed, sir. Right. And the list goes on. Matthew Leinart and all that. The list goes on. It goes on.
Wherever that guy Tony Romo? Where's that guy?
Say, man, that's my boy.
Shout out.
Watch your mouth.
Right.
Watch your mouth, Papa. Number 9.
Tones.
Number 9.
Tones wrong.
Real number 9.
Real number 9?
Real number 9.
Jordan wore number 9 for a little bit.
So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jordan did. That's why. Yeah.
Right. Real number 9. Right. Facts.
Indeed.
Facts.
So, to start this birthday shenanigans.
That's right.
Now that we got everything already talked about on what's happening now, it is now time to continue our weekly tradition. Let me bring on some of LA's faves, the These are my favorite people. Take two. These are my favorite people in the radio biz doing it. I like to give a special shout out to my girls, Candy J and Michaela B. Welcome.
First of all, my name is not Michaela B. I don't know where you got the B.
I thought it was the B for like you be fly, you be doing this.
She be what?
Right, that part.
You be.
I mean, you do be fine though.
Be.
She be fly.
But no,
Michaela that B.
it's Michaela Shanae with Michaela So For Real.
Oh.
Doing.
Speak on it.
For fake.
It's so for what?
You know what? And first of all, let me just say,
Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you.
Say hello first.
hello viewers, how y'all
The
doing?
microphone is right.
Glass of the past.
Viewers.
There you go. New radio.
Radio veteran.
Right.
Right.
Loosely.
Right. Absolutely.
What y'all see right now is our guests actually going live. So apparently they need more attention, which is why I'm so glad we got these women in the studio today.
Helen got to do
Because
something.
the women got to have so much. They got to have attention for attention. They got to have the attention for the attention of the attention that they're already getting.
I'm gonna just say I've been feeling attacked since I walked in this building.
No need.
I don't appreciate this.
No need. But baby, you want some? You like some water?
No, I haven't been here in so long.
But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
Just but Candy is always big.
Right. Okay. Well, it's good to see you, Candy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Happy birthday, Beyonce.
Oh.
Today is Beyonce's birthday.
She's a fellow Virgo.
Is it today?
I already shot B a text earlier, so it's good.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Did she respond?
Facts. Always does. Jigga
She had
did.
texted me.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
she had texted me.
Girl, you know that's false. That's false.
That's false.
That's false for sure.
We can't have our phones.
Is Beyonce pregnant? Did I hear that correctly?
Is she a pregnant again?
Is Beyonce pregnant?
I ain't gonna tell my boy business like that. You know, I ain't getting into that.
Beyonce is your boy?
I don't know.
Jigga.
Jigga.
There ain't no more kids.
Oh, there ain't no more kids? They have Romy and
Why not?
I don't even know
Major.
the name.
then Blue. That's all I
At least
got.
they ain't got north, west, south, and all that.
East, west,
Yeah.
That's
south,
what it
down
is.
south, coming down hard.
Keep coming.
Right.
Something.
Welcome y'all to the show. We're so glad to have y'all. We understand that y'all two ladies have great shows yourself.
We do. And you've been
what's that
on
great?
them, yes?
Okay.
Yes, we have heard of it.
Yeah.
We'll start with Michaela, if you will. Michaela, if you will.
Before that happens, I'm sorry.
Okay, before.
I was warned against calling you Michaela.
I'm glad they warned you.
Right.
So he's probably
So I'm gonna take a sip.
We leave it at that.
Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. She said I'm glad they warned you. Okay. So for the rest of the show, I'm probably gonna call you that, but don't worry about it. Keep going. We're good. So please continue.
Yes, I am Michaela Shanae with Michaela So For Real, and thank you, LA. You know, happy birthday to you,
Birthday.
and thank you for having me. Yes, my show is every Sunday from 3 to 4 on Power Play Radio
Sunday Bitch
Network.
Dressed? Or what?
Huh?
What is it? What's the name of it?
Michaela So For Real.
Oh, Michaela So For Real. So Sanctified For Real. Oh, Sundays. Sunday So For Real with Michaela.
Yes, yes.
Michael.
Shout out to the
That's what I think about your show.
KMWI Media, because this is where I started.
Whoa, that is right. Oh, I totally forgot about that. You started right here.
I did. This is how me.
What
and
was your show? What was the name of your show?
It was Michaela So For Real.
Michaela So For
I'm
Real.
sorry. You changed. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still good.
Still
Still
the
good.
same.
So for real.
Okay.
That's a R&B group, correct? Am I wrong?
It is.
It is.
Candy Rain.
Am I wrong?
Candy Rain.
Candy Rain. Yeah, that was
Every little thing I
Well, wait,
do.
are y'all old enough to know Candy Rain?
I am.
You are? Okay.
Every little thing I do, you're on my mind. You're on my mind. Hey,
Do the dance move.
I think it was. What it look?
Yeah.
And also, can you reel those eyes back in? Also, would like to give a shout out to Candy J for Ology.
Hey, sing it now. Sing it.
that's
Sing
enough.
it
We
now.
are
Sing
too
it. Sing
lit
it.
right now.
Candy, welcome back to
W-I-B, yep.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Good to see you again. Last time we saw you, we were on your show.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Right. It was 2. That was longer than that, wasn't
I
it?
don't remember. It was a live show. I
It was a live show.
Awesome.
It was. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Still waiting on
Right. Speaking of waiting on payment,
Does Nate get paid?
That one.
Nate does not get paid.
Yeah.
Let's go with that name. Right. When Nate gets that part.
When you pay.
Right.
So
Pay to play.
I want to get into.
Here we go.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to
Listen.
get into something.
Be about it. That part. All the
Since
parts.
y'all always address
Listen.
us men with certain things, let me address some things.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep it general real quick. I just want to know what are some things. 'Cause you know we're not a relationship show.
We are not. Even though we talk about relationships every week.
Every week, but we are not a relationship show. We are against it. We're the anti-pro relationship show.
Anti-pro. Right. I had to think. Yes.
Anti-pro relationship show.
Yes, we are the antithesis of relationship show.
That love them and not the same.
Yeah, we have them, but we
Right,
don't.
we're not
showcase them.
No, we don't. No advertise for that.
Right. Yeah.
So-
relationships overrated.
I want to know, ladies,
Gentlemen.
that includes Nathan. What are the things
Cannot.
that bug you about the opposite sex?
I mean,
If you pick
don't know.
one major thing, excuse me, there's an actual show here. So,
Yeah, but
one major thing that bugs you about the opposite sex, what is it?
liars. Ooh. I feel that in my spirit. I feel that in my
Producer, I apologize if all of a sudden the sound system that we
We're gonna pull the mic away.
tried so frivolously to correct.
What's that word?
Frivolously.
Yeah.
I've been dragging.
Right.
I've been dragging.
Okay, so we've heard from Candy, Michaela.
Okay.
We've all heard
thing
from
that
Candy.
bugs me about the opposite sex, I would say just the way y'all think.
Y'all,
Who's y'all?
Sorry, the opposite
Please
sex.
identify.
The opposite sex, the way the opposite sex thinks, even when it comes to being on time, it's just
I'd
y'all.
like you to
y'all-
elaborate a little more on that.
Okay. For
Get these
example.
shovels out so we can
Yeah.
dig this hole.
I don't think he has.
For example, okay.
Don't need all of your sexy
Instead of you, or instead of a man, I don't like the way you're looking. Instead of
I'm looking at the camera that looks at you, so I'm looking at it. So.
yeah, like
It's easier to just speak to me because he's speaking to the audience.
know what?
Please
I'm
go right
talking to
ahead.
you,
Yeah, I'm gonna take these off. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
You should have been
Right, yeah. You're welcome.
Careful, he turns too.
Oh, damn.
I do not turn. I switch.
Why ain't my question been answered yet? Michaela,
Okay.
elab.
Okay. For example, if from my experience, men say stuff like, "Well, I didn't tell you because you was gonna get mad anyway." How do you know
Facts.
that? You know the fact that you
Did you get
that
mad?
part
Did you get mad?
because I had to find out.
But did it anger you when you found out?
But I wouldn't have been angry had you just told me.
Had you told the truth to begin with,
That's the whole
we
point.
wouldn't have gotten upset.
Wait a minute.
I know.
But you're saying like if he had said it originally, you wouldn't have gotten mad. Is that your premise to say that if he'd just been honest with you, you wouldn't have been mad?
I can't even say that, but I'm saying I would have
Exactly.
appreciated the. You
Right.
can't listen. You have to also understand. You cannot control how I
React.
react.
But I
believe that.
But I can control how the information I give you is going to be perceived because I know that you could possibly act like that over that information. Therefore, by omission, I'm out.
Oh, he doesn't work.
Well, maybe just don't.
So lying
don't do
by
that.
omission is still lying, though.
But I would say this is that if he has a preconceived notion of how you would react, it's because you may have reacted that way previous to that. So if he's not going to come out of nowhere and say, okay, well, I think you're going to act a certain way unless you've acted a certain way.
He got history.
A lot of
He's
people
got
come
history of it.
into relationships with preconceived notions because she acted like that way. She acted like that way. You're going to act that way, and that's not the case.
Well, is that not one of the tenets of an open and honest communicative relationship? That you're saying that I would talk to you about things that happen in our lives, and be safe to not get ridiculed for being open about it?
Right. It should be that way, but not everybody comes in.
I had an idea.
And I'm speaking for both sides.
I thought this was the idea part of the show. Please, Michaela, give us your idea.
How about just don't do anything that you have to lie about?
Girl.
Right. So, do you live in a world where everything is on the up and up? Your moral compass always points north. You have no misgivings about anything you've ever done. You've been honest 100% about everything you've ever done to anybody you've ever had a relationship with in life. Right. So how can you make that statement and say don't do things? We can all say don't do things that would cause you to lie about it, but we want to preserve our relationship. We want to preserve our situation. Maybe we made a mistake.
And if burying that lie, burying that truth, burying that ugliness will cause me to live another day with you.
And, I mean, I can't agree with you on that part, but I will say this, though. And I've said it several times to several people. Like, if you tell me the truth and it's still going to hurt, it might be like that prick at the doctor's office. You know, it hurts like motherfucking hell, but it goes away real quick, right? Right?
So if I had a baby on you and I told you up front, it goes away real quick. But if you found out,
I'm sorry, what?
Later,
what did you say?
I'm asking a question. So if a man had a baby
outside of him, right.
And then he told her versus her finding out 9 months later. The first, me telling her up front, be a prick and it go away.
But I think what she's going to say to that is probably you should have told her that she had sex with a girl. Like that would have been.
And then that would have been prick. And then if she got pregnant, it's fine.
Yeah, because she already knew.
The prick healed.
She already knew.
But what I'm saying is, you're
Andy's available. Y'all better get at him.
Yes.
So listen to this though. So if you tell me that, I'm having a baby with this other woman, right?
Facts.
You give me a chance to actually process and go through. I'm not speaking for all women. I'm speaking for me and women like me.
They gonna come through the phone.
That will go, okay, wait a minute. So you've been cheating on me and you got pregnant. Okay, how all this happened? What's the facts behind all of this? You're gonna give me a chance. You have to give me a chance to process. You have to give me a chance to process because I have dealt with many friends, 3 of them actually, that have been in this very circumstance, and 2 of them stayed, and 1 of them did not. The 2 that stayed, the husband told them up front, okay, I just found out old girl's pregnant. This is what's happening. Okay, can we work it out or not? And they figured out how to work it out. The other one, he lied. He waited until it was 9 months. The baby was coming out at the hospital.
Shameful.
And the name form and everything.
Right.
Everything.
He was a junior, maybe a third.
It's different. It's different strokes for different folks. There's not a right formula for any man or any woman, but you have to know what's right for your relationship.
So
and telling those white lies is not always.
I have a question after Nathan. Nathan, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask for Michaela to speak on if she, because I remember Candy said that she didn't agree with you. Mm-hmm. Do you agree with anything that she has said post your comment, like in regards to being honest up front and saying what you feel?
Okay, first of all, he's talking, so I'm waiting for him to finish his complete sentence.
Oh, thank God, because nobody else does that on this show. Nobody else does that.
You go back to episode 1.
It's professional. You go back to episode 2.
Outside come up out of me.
Right. I was just saying if you had anything to add to that, or if you piggybacked on what she was saying.
I totally agree with everything that she said. That is absolutely true. Me personally, you could have been up front. I'm glad, but y'all go ahead.
See?
So it's one and done.
Lost anyway.
One and done.
But okay, you lose
on one side, you gonna lose on the other side.
Okay, I'm glad you brought something because I
asked your question. Go ahead, get your question.
Why do women want the details? Why do you want to know where I met her? How did she look? How did she talk? What did y'all do after you met? What was the first kiss? When did you first know you had the sexual desire for? Why do you want to know all of If it's already painful that it has happened, that you can use your own imagination about all of this, why would you want it smeared in your face with details?
Because we want to make an educated decision on what we're about to do.
What if you knowing that she had on the purple dress and I'm wearing out? That is what you're asking for details.
Again, I'm speaking for Candy and some women, not all. Thanks.
Okay, let me speak for Michael and myself. Most of the time when you're cheating, we kind of be having a little, we know sometimes. So when we want the details so that we can go back and put back pieces like, oh, okay, that's what
That's why you was acting like that.
okay.
That's why you said that. Yeah, you stayed out all night.
The problem though,
now that I
is
have all of that and I put this educated guess together and I'm like, okay, so now I feel like a fool. So bye.
That is the optimal word. Women want to know how much of a fool they've been played for.
two things wrong with that.
Because we can deal
One is all women have hindsight at the end of the day. I knew it. I knew you didn't know. If you knew it, you'd have already conquered it, addressed it, killed it out all that. No, put that. If you knew it, you would have known it. You would have kept getting played. You would have kept getting done astray. You would have kept getting all of that. Secondly, the second thing is that women always think that they have the right formula to tell a man how he went about cheating. They put in the pieces. You don't know what the puzzle is. You don't know what made me want to cheat. You don't know. You got to ask me for all of that. But see, what y'all do is y'all are good at manipulating the information you get.
I would actually have to
only a
continue.
man would make you feel bad for him cheating.
No, I ain't saying nobody feeling bad. I said that you can't tell me why I did something. Women got that bad to tell a man why he did this or why he did wrong or whatever. Ask him. And then you know what? Here's another novel idea, ladies.
You just said you're gonna
Here's another, like you interrupted like now. Like, hush, I'm talking. You asked me to give you some information. I'm trying to give you some information, and you too busy doing this. That's another problem. You can respond when I'm done talking. I'm not done talking.
I don't
so shut up.
I don't like that.
Everybody that's in this room on my show.
So if y'all see Candy go to the car, we're gonna cut the commercial real quick. Like if Candy just disappears off the frame, because she can go get that blicky and is about to.
No, I'm right.
Who show?
And I'm
wrong.
always right.
Yeah, I don't know. You calm the fuck down now.
First of all, let me tell you something.
You shut your
Women try to
traitorous ass up too.
Inspector Gadget all the time, and we will converse.
Y'all always the best attention to
And we
yourself.
will figure out some things. And sometimes we know what has all transpired before we ever come to you and ask you what is happening at this point. Most of the time we already know. We just want your confirmation that we know what we know.
Right. I would have to disagree with that. And I don't always agree with LA.
Somehow when we bring guests in, they gonna bring us together.
What I've experienced and what I've seen is that the women get a small nugget. Now there might be an intuition or an idea that maybe something was going on, but they're not for sure. Because in any other facet of your life, when you feel like something's wrong or you're being made a fool of, you voice it. You say, hey, what's going on with this? What's the problem with that? You don't want to be made a fool of, but you're saying that in a situation where you already knew all these different things were happening, but you didn't say anything about it. Why wouldn't you say? Well, in that scenario, I mean, because you bring it up, you say, hey, where were you last night? I felt like you were out with somebody doing something or whatever the intuition is. How does that manifest itself? Or are you saying like you come to the person and say, I'm done with this because I can't trust you?
Some of us like to get all of our facts before we confront on that part.
Right.
So for instance, when my ex-husband cheated, I was looking at phone records. I had called the phone number to see who was going to answer the phone. And I had got the girl's social security number, her address.
But that is you took it to the end of the earth. You took it that far.
Right.
But once you don't,
Right, statute of
You have a minute crime.
Okay.
Complete statute.
You know how many police officers I have? You myself.
but once you don't trust him, isn't the relationship tainted already?
Yes and no. We are forgiving creatures as well.
Yeah, but that's your fault.
What
That is your fault. If you're coming to me saying that if I cheated, let's say we're in a relationship and I cheated, and you thought that I did, or you had an inkling that I had some sort of infidelity, I'm asking if you forgive me. That's your choice.
Right.
I didn't come to you for forgiveness, but you gave me forgiveness. So if it doesn't work out in the end, if we continued on, like I'm saying, you didn't trust me. So you thought that I was cheating. You didn't trust me. So that part is your admission that, okay, I don't trust you, and I don't think that you were faithful to me, but I'm going to continue this relationship.
Okay, but are we trying to work it out or no? Because at that
Once the
point,
trust is lost, how can you work things out?
but trust can be regained.
I don't believe that at all.
Whoa.
We can teeter-totter on this all day long.
Trust cannot be regained. No, trust cannot be regained. I would say, because there's always that thought in the back of your mind, is this happening again?
Are we sure that we're not?
I am with Michael. I'm one and done.
Are we sure that we're not confusing?
Because I'm not going to put myself in that situation to be sitting around thinking that I'm being made a fool of again. Once you've already burned me,
that's easier said than done, and it's easy to say, yeah, I'm gonna leave. But when you love somebody and you've probably been with that person for a long time, you're not gonna just easily just leave like that. You're not gonna want to. You know, you're gonna try.
Please, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson. Since I'm not getting paid, go ahead and talk.
Exactly. Hush up. Now, I understand both sides. I get why Nathan says it. Nathan's a man.
Oh, thank God, he finally admitted it.
Ish.
I'm
Now,
man.
as a man-ish,
Right,
men have pride. Some Neanderthals like Nathan are not able to.
It's pronounced Neanderthal.
Are not able to take pride and fully, weigh the checks and balances of how it needs to go with their decision making. So it's kind of like pride's first. So Nathan being made a fool of, which I'm very confused because every Wednesday at 8 p.m. it's like clockwork.
Right.
But for some reason with a lady, he only dates, But anyway, with a lady,
women,
he feels that
he only dates. No. Finish that fucking sentence. He only dates.
Sorry, Costco. I guess we want getting their advertising.
Weren't you doing this motion a minute ago? Don't give me that Costco shit now. We wide open now, man.
Some men can't assess the pride correctly. Pride overshadows everything else. But understanding guys like myself, they get that there's flawed people. They get that there's things, pros and cons and everything. I am not going to just simply lean on the fact that, you fooled me once, and that's it. No more. No, I mean, there's obviously some trust somewhere. Now, in a specific area, I feel like there may be a level of trust that gets broken that needs to be rebuilt. But overall, if you don't trust a person to take care of this, it's not like, okay, well, they weren't watching my back. They weren't helping with the kids. They weren't helping provide. If you cheat on somebody, that's a facet of it. But to just say completely that they're nothing to you no more, I don't think that's the case, which I believe Michael is trying to kind of evoke as well, that you love somebody.
Go ahead.
So I want Michael to jump in on that, of course, because she's been
quiet, waiting for you to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I had over there with your conversation. And Ben.
Okay, like you said, well, first I want to say, as far as the pride, like he said, that's your fault.
Right. I don't have any problem.
Well, no, you said the men that have pride.
Yeah, and I was talking about him. If you were watching the show.
That's your fault. Right. I'm just saying.
Don't. That's all cotton candy and nonsense. Don't worry about that. Keep going.
Sweet and go. See you.
Keep going, girl.
Yeah. But in regards to what you were saying, I think that the whole pride is That's not a good excuse.
Well, I mean, it's not.
I said
she's not
fine.
done. Please, Michael.
It sounded like she was tapering off.
Yeah.
Anyway, all I was going to say is that the pride thing is not what I was going to say. Is not what I was referring to. I was only referring to you're not going to fool me again. I don't want to put myself in a situation. I'm a seasoned veteran when it comes to relationships.
Okay, well, I'm so sorry. That's
seasoned veteran.
Now, as far as as far as the baby, now that's what I'm saying.
Okay, we'll continue.
But the cheating, I mean, I'm older now, so I would try to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to look at yourself sometimes. So you know.
But how did we get here? Like, nobody has answered that question.
Okay.
How did we get here?
Define that. You're saying
so
that.
How do we get to the point where you're cheating or I'm cheating? How do we get here? Because to me, that's what really matters, whether or not I'm going to actually stay or I'm leaving.
So I'm going to put some information out there that I probably shouldn't, but as a base man, you know, the lizard brain, we want to conquer. We want to develop. We see something we're attracted to, and we the lower Cro-Magnon brain, the lower brain, the lizard brain. We all have it. It's evolutionary. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So I'm just saying that the base, the base man is about conquering. Is about planting his flag. You see something, see somebody you're attracted to, and you want to conquer. So it's hard to overcome that sometimes. So it may be something that you might have been busy one day. You might have been out of town one day, and the opportunity presented itself. I'm not going to use like alcohol or anything like that to say it's a situation, but there isn't always a reason to say, oh, well, because you didn't cook me breakfast, or because you didn't hug me enough, or because it could very well just be because I wanted someone different.
Okay, let me turn this around. What would y'all do? What would be, like you said, one and done, but you?
Who hosted the show?
I think he's forgiving.
Go ahead. No, I'll allow it.
Sometimes it's good to be the dom, and sometimes it's good to be.
I told you, I do not want to know what you have going. Sometimes it's good. You know what? In order to not hear no more of that, Michael, please go forward. If you can stop Nate,
we will continue.
You would be forgiven, and you wouldn't just leave.
Yes, I feel like love makes us all do
stupid,
right things, wrong things,
stupid,
smart things, dumb things. It does. But I do feel that, you know, as a sainted man that I am, I definitely feel that if anything we've read out of that book,
did he say sanctified?
Forgiveness,
sanctified,
is all throughout that book. Because if God,
the book, you mean the Bible?
Yes, if God gave His only begotten Son and sacrificed Him for our sins, hallelujah, who are we to go on in this earth not willing to forgive? So no, I'm a man of forgiveness. Yeah, will you have to sell me into round 2 of this? Yeah, you will.
So you have to beg?
I hate the beg word. It's not begging.
It's not?
I don't think it's begging.
Proving to you that
I think it's proving. I think it's persuading. You got to sell yourself too. Begging. You had to sell yourself in the beginning. So you got to sell. Now that you've seen the downfall of this, you got to sell what you're always selling yourself.
No, I said you should never stop.
Oh, facts. Yeah, business person. Right on. So I mean, I've definitely forgiven, and I believe that is very important. And I don't think that you can really have a functioning relationship without it. I also think that may even lead to a lot of the issues in relationship, such as cheating. But we got to do it.
Well, one thing, real quick.
Oh, you always got one more.
Absolutely, I'm always extra. So you're believing in hard truths. Do you not believe that there are absolutes that you can't get over? Cheating being one of them?
I don't think cheating is one of them.
So I think that cheating is not
murder.
I mean, in a relationship. If you murder my child, you're going to jail.
Okay,
Nobody
just hits your daughter.
If he murders my child, he's going to jail.
No, I'm going to jail.
If somebody Chris Brown's your daughter, they're going to be dead? Isn't that what you said?
Let me talk to you.
Right.
If somebody says a curt, unkind word to Haven too many times, I'm gonna know their address, where they live, their shoe size, suit size to fit them for bad boys. I'm just saying, but that's an extreme. But what I'm saying is in absolutes. Like, I think cheating is an absolute. I think you express yourself,
and we all have preferences.
It's a level. I think it's a level of cheating.
So what is the level that stops you from taking that person back? What is the level?
I believe that because here's the thing, when cheating happens, people believe that everybody somehow is in this happy relationship. There's nothing wrong. I didn't see it coming. No, I haven't talked to now one person at this table or anywhere that didn't feel like something bad is on the horizon, winter is coming or something like that. You know if something bad's about to go down in your relationship. So nobody sit up here living a fairy tale life and then all of a sudden, bam, they get slapped in the face with cheating. I don't think that's the case, especially if you are involved in that relationship the way you should be. Effective communication, time spent, and constantly courting that person. If you're doing those three, you're going to find out some cheating is around the corner. Right. If you ain't, then you won't. Next up.
I agree with that.
God's name.
Okay. Hey, man, hey, it's a birthday month. I'm trying to give you these nuggets, gems real quick. So,
bullshit.
Nathan, before we get to it, I know you got something. Just got one more last thing, and let's see if we keep this kind of short.
Real quick.
Which we ain't.
We don't have to. I'm good for next week. No. I'm good for next week.
Hold it. So, I want to know, it's twofold. I want to know why women, and I'm going to ask Nathan this first so we can make them wait on it.
And I'll be brief in my brevity.
Be brief the way Nathan is brief.
Yeah.
Which is not brief. So,
right.
Why do women want to claim to be old school, but do so many new school things? They want to...
Because it's... I'm sorry.
I'm setting it up.
Right,
they want to be able to take control of relationships and call the shots, but want a man to always have their back behind their decisions, no matter if they right or wrong. How they want to be the ultimate breadwoman and get the bag and get the coins, but then want the man to pay for everything as if he just got money like that. How they will belittle that man if he ain't got stacks on stacks on racks on racks, but want to always make sure that he's a provider. Why is it that women think that their vagina is more valuable than a man's penis? Nathan, can you answer these? Can you riddle me all of this, please?
Well, you spoke on multiple different topics. The old school, new school thing is
make them wait on it.
No, I'll be brief. The old school, new school thing, I think, has to do with the situations that they're in and who their audience is. As far as the spending the coin, getting the bag, but want the man to spend the coin, and I'll sound very cliche when I say this.
Come on,
I hate that I say this.
Talk to me, Doc.
If the woman is out getting the bag and the man is getting the bag, the coin is community property.
Hello.
It doesn't really matter if they get the bag or if you get the bag. If you're in a relationship that's committed, then everybody's coin is spent when you go out. So it's a community account. It's not your bag or my bag. It's our bag. That's what I'll say to that. As far as the penis and the vagina thing, I think it has a lot to do with women's sense of what they're giving us. They're blessing us with their presence. They want us to feel like we are lucky to attain them.
Right.
If you think about it, in a society where we're taught that men approach women, we're trying to get them.
Yeah.
We're trying to attain them. We're trying to please them. We're doing our role as men to do that. It's a part of it. And once we are able to get that part, they're saying, "Well, here you go. You're welcome. You have gotten to the level where you can have sex with me."
Wow.
So you are blessed and you can continue the relationship. And if you have sex with me, it better be good.
The audacity. Right. Oh my, Nathan.
That's me being brief.
sir. I appreciate the question.
Controversial.
We can now move forward now to what we have.
First of all, Michael is pursing her lips, so she has something to say.
No, sir, we don't even need that.
We don't want
No. I tell you what, I'm gonna let Nathan go. I'm gonna give a gift again.
Right.
Nathan, you tell us if we need to hear from them.
I need to hear from Michael.
You want to hear from me?
Right. I want to hear from Michael just because she is making a lot of gestures and motions, and she has something to say.
Well, you know, she's not really strong suited in the microphone talking part, so of course.
She's doing pretty good. Finish it up.
You're wrong.
Speaking
It's called dead air.
anything that LA said, I just said my opinion, but anything that LA said in regards to relationships and how we are perceived as men and women and our role in a relationship.
I don't have a lot to say about that. I just was, yeah.
You just
because
felt.
I do have a lot, but we only got 6 minutes. And
Right.
Man, this is birthday show. We got more.
We got plenty of time.
They got plenty of time.
Yeah, we can go over. So
you have something to say.
So that if you have something to say, if not, because I know because Candy,
we sure don't got time for that, even with overtime.
So what we're gonna do, if that's the case, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the question portion.
Question.
I do agree with what you said about it being the community money. I do agree about that.
Yeah, bags are
Bags.
that's our bag.
Yeah,
that's our bag.
I do agree about that. As far as the woman feeling like the vagina is just so valuable, I mean it is.
Oh, girl.
And we are valuable. We are.
Are you saying that to say that men aren't? Or are you saying just
No,
to say
I'm not saying
that?
That's exactly.
No, wait. Because I want to hear her say that. I want to hear her say that.
That was it. She didn't even say it.
She did not. But
You had to bring it up to her attention.
No, the absence of one.
That's the problem with
No.
You got to bring up attention.
No.
Giving us.
I was leading her down that path, but I want her to say if she's saying the words that vagina is valuable,
Don't kiss that.
then equal time
Wait till
is
you close
the man or the penis valuable as well.
We're both valuable
They're both-
to one another.
I'm just leading her down the
Can't
path.
have one without
Can't
the
have
other.
one without the
Like
other.
Leonard.
Right.
As a leader, as a
Yeah, as a
man.
leader. Yeah, thank you. Of the head of the household. Yeah, I read that book one time.
Yeah,
Jesus,
not Fox.
the Jesus book.
Not
Okay.
Fox.
So, speaking on that, Candy, you have anything to bring up or talk about
Ooh, can we keep
in
moving
regards
for 2
to?
minutes, please?
No, 2 minutes. No.
What? What y'all?
You don't have a abridged version of no. Okay, so with that, yes, I have questions. Because I have an interest in
Man, when again?
the minds of people and what their thoughts are skewed towards. So I have some riddles and some questions. Well, just questions that are riddle-ish, kind of naughty. Starting out,
Right up her alley.
which alley?
She has several.
There are always avenues,
Maybe
and
you
I will
have
say,
all three. Oh.
I will say this, and if you watch the show, you know what this means. But hey, then go to bed. What is a 4-letter word that ends in K and means the same as intercourse?
Jeez. Come on, Candy. You was already on the tip of your tongue.
I mean, what?
Y'all are so disgusting.
Well, no.
What did you say? Boo.
It's talk. The word intercourse means a exchange between two or a group of people.
I know,
When you say the word sexual intercourse, because it's the misgivings or the operations between two people sexually.
But that's why they title it sexual
Intercourse, not just intercourse, but you see when I say the last letter is K, everyone goes to fuck.
Especially all the women.
Right.
All the women's.
I have another.
Always.
This is a food related question. I'll help you out. It's a food related question.
Yeah, so therefore you can get your mind out of that.
Sex and food.
Okay.
What is hairy on the outside,
Look at it. Already ready.
but soft and wet on the inside,
Oh.
and whose words start with the letter C and end with the letter T? What is hairy on the outside?
We would like our serious audience, studio audience to make sure y'all stay out of this, especially when you have the wrong answer. My goodness.
What is hairy on the outside, but soft and wet on the inside, and whose word starts with a C?
Coconut?
And there you go. There you go.
We don't have a studio audience.
Next question. I go in hard, but come out soft.
Hey.
I never mind. Right. Can I finish? Just 2 minutes. Good job.
Excuse me.
Jill Scott. Okay. I go in hard, but come out soft, and I never mind if you want to blow me. What am I?
A blow pop?
Say from Charms.
I go in hard, but come out soft, and I never mind if you want to blow me. What am I? Chewing gum. Dirty people. Dirty people.
Penis and a blow pop. I mean, I'm just.
Well, here's
Why is the first thing the penis?
Because I like to
This goes to show how the penis seems to be more valuable than the vagina. Because ain't no man up here that did all of the
yeah.
But the penis, the first thing she up, I'm gonna give you 2 hands.
Scott, when you get a chance, go listen to Rolling Hills.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Jill Scott ain't put an hour check on Laura. I'm right. Nathan, continue.
But I'm a fan of Jill Scott.
I'm a fan of Jill Scott too, but I ain't got to check. Keep going.
What is at least 6 inches long, hopefully,
dick.
goes in your mouth,
A dick.
and is more fun if it vibrates?
A dick.
Can you at least try? What is it? A toothbrush. Good job. Everybody except Candy. Everybody except Candy.
You gotta make sure.
Once again, Haven, I hope
Once
you're
again,
there.
proof why the penis is more powerful than the vagina.
What goes up, lets out a load, and then goes back down?
A penis.
Would you? Is this penis? Close.
Crane?
Close. What goes up, lets out a load, and then goes back down?
A penis.
The garbage truck?
So we have lost Candy. Candy's off. So we have now 3 people on the show. Candy's
The
off.
garbage truck?
No.
I don't know.
An elevator.
Oh, okay.
Right. When I go in, I can cause some pain.
We've lost her.
I fill your holes when you ask me to. I also ask that you spit and not swallow. What am I?
A mouth.
So,
Nathan, listen.
everybody go to noarmright100@gmail.com.
What is it?
A dentist. A dentist.
Okay.
I have one more.
Just
because
we're gonna have to wrap
this
it up.
is my favorite. I know you're not gonna get it, but it's so simple.
Okay.
What is long and hard
penis.
and has cum in it?
A penis.
Long part that has cum in it,
Yep. What is long and hard and has cum in it?
A penis.
and it's not a penis.
What else can it be? This is my favorite question. What is long and hard and has cum in it?
Wait, I don't know.
What was the answer?
Are we done guessing?
Yeah. Okay.
A cucumber.
Oh.
What?
A cute.
Cucumber's long and hard. C-U-M. You nasty motherfuckers. Anyway, that was another edition of These Motherfuckers is Nasty. And we thank you guys for joining us. Toothpaste, right. We thank you for joining us.
For coming through. Please give your information, if any, that you'd like to share of your social media, your shows. If you like more of that, Candy can be reached out.
Candyology CS, that's CandyOlogYCS at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. Candyology Coaching Services. Thank you.
And you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, Michaela So For Real, AELASOFOREAL. I always feel like
That's
fabulous
just so
when I
much.
say that.
FABOLOUS.
But it's
Yes.
all one word, so yes, that's what you can find.
Hey,
Sunday.
Cut Up with LA Season 1 is available. And anything else you won't care about can be noalright100@gmail.com. You can DM us at noalright on Facebook and Instagram. Not Twitter because they don't have enough characters for Nathan's ego. So, from the executive suites at KMWI Media
Executive Suite.
Studio, this is Dallas's favorite son signing off. And I don't even want to throw it to y'all to sign off. I'll sign off. Sign it off, and remember, for this month alone, I wasn't, but I'm always right.
No, y'all motherfuckers is nasty is what it is.
Thank you for the email.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Hey, Jam.
We go.
Music is playing you out. Facts.
The skills walk, but I'm just trying to kick it in the middle. Like a field goal. If you're single and you needing somebody to lean on, a relationship you in is starting to seem wrong. If your squad is dope as fuck and you're getting your bling on, middle fingers to the sky.